To the world, it's just, what has she been doing? Does she work? As opposed to, oh my gosh, I work so hard and I appreciate what hard work looks like. I like working hard.
The beginning of that clip where she's like, oh my God. It's so inauthentic.
Some say Meghan Markle is the queen of drama, while others argue she's simply misunderstood and the debate is raging hotter than ever. Her latest podcast appearance reignited the conversation, with tears on full display and vulnerability at the forefront. Some listeners were genuinely moved, but others saw it as more fodder for the relentless criticism that seems to shadow her every move. Add in the energy with host Jamie Kern-Lima, which made some viewers uncomfortable, and the episode instantly became a topic of heated discussion. The dynamic between Meghan and Jamie felt unusually intense, with non-stop praise and very little substantive conversation. Online, audiences dissected every moment, debating whether Jamie's closeness to Meghan compromised the authenticity of the discussion. But that was just the start. The internet exploded when Meghan landed on Time magazine's top 100 most influential women list. Critics were merciless, questioning whether her inclusion reflected true influence or was simply boosted by her celebrity status and royal connections. Almost simultaneously, Prince Harry's BBC interview dropped, creating awkward, cringe-worthy moments that left audiences questioning everything about the couple's public image. Behind the polished public persona, whispers from former staff resurfaced, painting Meghan as demanding, controlling, and self-focused. Though unverified, these claims added fuel to the fire. Combined with recent business setbacks, like the abrupt end of the Spotify deal and Netflix projects falling short of expectations, the scrutiny intensified. Some critics even suggested her royal ties might be tenuous, questioning whether she should continue signing items as Her Royal Highness. Whether fair or not, the debate only grows louder every week. The podcast itself was promoted as raw and fully authentic. No script, no makeup, just Meghan speaking from the heart.
She's stuck because she was an actress who became a real princess, who wants to be an actress again, but has to continue to pretend to be a real princess.
But many listeners weren't convinced. To some, the episode felt carefully orchestrated, more performance than spontaneous conversation. Social media users joked that a celebrity making a shocking claim might seem more believable than Meghan trying to show her true self. This widespread skepticism highlights just how deeply divided opinions are over her public persona. Jamie's close friendship with Meghan didn't help assuage doubts. The non-stop admiration made the episode feel celebratory rather than reflective, leaving critics questioning whether it revealed anything meaningful or simply polished Meghan's brand. Many skeptics argue that audiences didn't actually learn anything new. Some see the timing as part of a broader strategy to promote her lifestyle business. Her product launch sold out in 30 minutes, but when factoring in limited stock, it looks less like unstoppable success and more like classic marketing hype, designed to create urgency and excitement. Meghan also shared personal stories about motherhood, like sending nightly emails to her 2 children. Heartwarming? Absolutely. But some viewers found it almost too perfect, like a scene from an ideal parent handbook. Despite massive streaming numbers and viral clips across social media, doubts lingered. Jamie repeatedly emphasized that Meghan hadn't seen the questions beforehand, which ironically made some viewers more skeptical. The repeated mention seemed almost like overcompensation, raising questions about why authenticity needed to be proven so heavily. The Daily Mail's Alexander Larman.
That feeding of others is my self-care. Oh my God, Glenn.
You have shown me some of the most excruciating and unbearable footage I've seen in quite a long time.
Dismissed the emotional moments as calculated moves to remain relevant. On X, users reacted fast, with one joking, "Even her tears have a PR team." Marco reported critics felt Meghan's stories continually circled back to herself, her struggles, her business ventures, her personal image, making the interview feel more like self-promotion than honest reflection. Express cited royal insiders who argued that no amount of emotional storytelling could repair her public reputation, no matter how heartfelt it seemed. Her appearance at the Time 100 summit reignited debates over celebrity authenticity. Social media compared her to Blake Lively, questioning who appeared more performative. Even though Meghan didn't make the 2025 list, her presence alone sparked backlash, with users calling the attention surrounding her over the top. Many mocked her recent business ventures, pointing out that selling jam, honey, and cupcake sprinkles hardly screams world-changing influence. One comment stung. Who does she think she is? Gayle King, a sharp jab referencing someone with proven real-world impact, even venturing into space. Critics described Meghan as a self-promoter who continues benefiting from royal connections, leaving her influence constantly under scrutiny. Instead of boosting her image, this recognition reopened debates about what influence truly means in her case. Prince Harry's BBC interview added yet another layer of drama, publicly criticising King Charles over security concerns after a lost court appeal triggered a media storm. Instead of sympathy, his remarks drew backlash. Columnist Sarah Vine called his tone self-pitying, accusing him of exploiting his father's illness for public support. Palace insiders reportedly thought the timing and delivery showed poor judgment, especially given the sensitive family situation. Mirror reported that King Charles has grown increasingly cautious about private conversations, concerned anything said could end up in another interview or documentary.
And being a mom and a wife and a friend.
Oh, yeah.
Those are all jobs. I mean, I love being that busy, but I do think it's really interesting when people have no sense of what goes into the thing.
Online reactions were brutal. Users called Harry entitled, with one comment summarising it as nothing more than a royal pity party. Meghan's name quickly returned to the conversation as critics linked Harry's remarks to a broader narrative about the couple. Skeptics argue that his statements weren't solely about security, they're part of a continuing grievance campaign, keeping tensions in the public eye and widening the gap between the couple and the royal family. Instead of bridging divides, these interviews highlight the conflicts more than ever, adding fuel to the fire. Past staff reports resurfaced again. Multiple outlets claimed employees described a chaotic environment with shifting expectations and unclear communication. While unverified, these claims added another layer to the public debate over Meghan's leadership style. Questions about her business strategy kept popping up too. Rapid rebranding and frequent product launches led some observers to wonder if there was a clear plan or if it was all reactive. One critic bluntly stated, "It feels like she's trying everything at once to see what sticks." Analysts remain divided on the couple's media strategy. Some argue that frequent interviews and public statements prolong controversies, keeping them alive instead of allowing issues to fade. Others insist speaking out is essential to controlling their narrative. Since stepping back from royal duties, every public move is scrutinized, dissected, and debated repeatedly. Supporters insist Meghan is unfairly judged at every turn, while critics see calculated performances, blending personal drama with self-promotion. Even as controversies pile up, public scrutiny never lets up. Every tear, heartfelt story, or product launch is examined and dissected, leaving audiences questioning authenticity versus performance. Meghan continues to navigate a world where her every move is magnified, every interview analysed, and every gesture interpreted. Critics and fans alike remain fixated, ensuring that debates over her authenticity, influence, and impact continue without end. After stepping away from royal duties, public opinion remains sharply divided. Supporters see Meghan as someone constantly under unfair scrutiny, while critics view her as someone carefully orchestrating her public persona, leaving her reputation in perpetual debate and leaving the question hanging in the air. Who is Meghan Markle really? The latest Harry comments have everyone asking the same thing. Were these remarks really about security? Or is there a bigger story the public isn't seeing? According to skeptics, this isn't just about personal safety at all. Many argue that Harry's words were just another installment in what looks like a carefully orchestrated grievance campaign, one that keeps pushing a wedge between him, Meghan, and the rest of the royal family. Instead of easing tensions, the interview seemed to spotlight every crack in their relationships, making it feel like a public chess game where every word is a calculated move. Just when it seemed the drama couldn't escalate any further, reports about Meghan's former staff started making waves again. Multiple outlets claimed that past employees described a chaotic work environment with shifting expectations, unclear communication, and sudden changes in direction. While these allegations were never officially confirmed, they fueled another layer of debate about Meghan's leadership and management style. The narrative of a demanding or high-maintenance environment fits neatly into the broader conversation about her public persona, and it keeps critics talking. At the same time, questions about Meghan's business strategy resurfaced. Rebranding attempts, lifestyle product launches, and rapid-fire business moves created the perception that she was trying to do too much at once. Some observers questioned whether these efforts were part of a cohesive strategy or merely reactive to external criticism. One critic said bluntly, "It feels like she's trying everything at once to see what sticks," a comment that resonated with viewers tracking her every public move. Analysts also began debating whether Harry and Meghan's media approach was helping their long-term image or actively hurting it. Frequent interviews, high-profile appearances, and public statements keep the couple in the spotlight. Some media analysts warn that this strategy risks audience fatigue. Sympathy, they argue, can only last so long before people begin reacting with doubt or frustration. Others, however, claim the controversy itself is the fuel that keeps them relevant, suggesting the couple may benefit from staying in the public eye, even if it's for polarizing reasons. After stepping back from royal duties, public opinion remains sharply divided. Supporters insist Meghan faces unfair scrutiny at every turn, pointing out that women in the public eye are often judged more harshly than men. Critics, meanwhile, see a pattern: personal storytelling followed immediately by commercial projects, which creates the impression that personal revelations are strategically timed. From podcast tiers to product launches, critics argue that the cycle of hype and backlash repeats predictably, making it difficult to separate genuine vulnerability from calculated marketing. And now the spotlight has shifted to Meghan Kelly, whose blunt opinions added even more drama. She called Meghan a malignant narcissist, a label that spread like wildfire across social media, talk shows, and commentary outlets. The Telegraph's Celia Walden described Meghan's podcast appearance as less of an interview and more of a self-focused therapy session, reinforcing the idea that the episode was about self-promotion rather than providing insights or revelations. Meanwhile, Page 6 reported that some major wellness brands, including Goop, allegedly passed on collaborations with Meghan, fearing that her polarizing image might clash with their brand. These claims, true or not, only amplified the conversation, making social media users more skeptical than ever. Critics also argue that Meghan's emotional moments on podcasts and interviews feel increasingly performative. Each tear or vulnerable story is now met with skepticism, as audiences debate whether her displays are genuine or carefully crafted to shape public perception. Even host Jamie Kern-Lima faced scrutiny, with viewers saying her over-the-top energy came across as rehearsed. Instead of asking tough questions, she delivered constant praise, amplifying the impression that the podcast was more of a hype session than an authentic conversation. YouTube commentator The Royal Rogue criticized Jamie's high-pitched tone, calling it exaggerated and artificial, while Rose Lanigan echoed the sentiment, noting that the episode felt more like a late-night infomercial than a journalistic interview. Over on X, viewers piled on, calling it a full-on Meghan Markle hype session. Jamie Kern-Lima isn't just any host. She's built and sold a billion-dollar company, meaning she understands business at the highest level. Many questioned why someone with her experience would spend an hour appearing to be Meghan's personal PR spokesperson, rather than providing independent insight or analysis. The scrutiny doesn't stop at a single episode. Zooming out, the debate encompasses Meghan's and Harry's entire public strategy, from tearful interviews to media appearances, from Time magazine recognition to allegations of a fiery temper among former staff. Critics call them a self-absorbed duo, exploiting personal struggles for sympathy. Supporters counter that they're reclaiming their narrative in a system that rarely gave them a fair shot. Scroll through social media, and the skepticism is louder than ever. Audiences are now debating, is this genuine vulnerability or a masterclass in personal branding wrapped in emotional storytelling? The line between authentic emotion and calculated performance has never been thinner, and the truth may lie somewhere in between. While the world watches every tear, headline, and clip, Most viewers simply absorb the drama unfolding on screens while managing their own daily lives. Media analysts have begun asking a critical question. Can Harry and Meghan maintain this level of public exposure without it backfiring? Experts warn that non-stop visibility risks creating audience fatigue, where viewers stop feeling sympathy and start reacting with doubt or irritation. Others counter that controversy ensures they remain in the spotlight, which may be precisely the strategy they want. In today's media environment, attention is influence, and controversy drives attention. Expectations for their next project are sky high, as previous endeavors received mixed reactions. Industry insiders stress that the upcoming release must deliver consistent value, not just headlines, implying that results now matter more than mere buzz. Supporters, meanwhile, remain staunch defenders, arguing that women in the public eye, particularly those transitioning from royal life, face disproportionate judgment and unfair scrutiny. They insist Meghan is simply trying to carve out her own identity while under intense global attention. Critics remain wary, noting a predictable pattern: emotional storytelling followed closely by commercial endeavors, fostering distrust among audiences who perceive the timing as strategic. Fair or unfair, perception now shapes reality. The couple's image sits at a crossroads. The decisions they make next could either rebuild credibility and shift public opinion, or deepen the divide between them and audiences who once supported them. As the cycle continues, Meghan and Harry remain at the center of public debate. Every appearance, interview, and project is dissected and analyzed, leaving them constantly under the microscope. Skeptics question motives, while supporters defend authenticity. Emotional moments are scrutinized, business decisions are critiqued, and every statement becomes fodder for social media discussion. The couple's future actions will determine whether this ongoing saga evolves into renewed public admiration or further polarization. Every move is a calculated risk, every word analyzed, and every release holds the potential to either mend or fracture their public reputation further. For now, the world continues to watch closely, opinions remain divided, and the drama shows no signs of slowing. And if you've been following this saga, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If this deep dive gave you a new perspective, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss future updates, and hit the like button if you want more behind-the-scenes looks into the royal world. Share this with someone who's been watching Meghan and Harry's journey unfold and wants the full story.